It is I, Talsar Gildan, Master of the Narkean Order, and we are back with Diablo 3. When we last off, we had just... When we last left off, we had just rescued Deckard Cain from the cathedral. Let's continue.
Uncle, you're alive!
Thanks to you and your friend here.
Friend? I am not often called that. But I wish to know more about the fallen star.
The prophecy of the end days surely points to it as a sign that the end has begun.
Please, Uncle, not more of your stories. All that matters now is that you're back.
Prophecies of end times are never about the end of times, except when it is. It's kind of a catch-22.
How did your mother die?
Well, details are hazy, but I know that Adria was obsessed with chasing the arcane. She knew she could never raise a child. Uncle Deckard believes that the madness and horror of her life finally caught up with her. I've spent most of my life traveling from place to place with Uncle Deckard, while he did his crazy research.
It seems reasonable enough to me.
He's convinced that the forces of hell will invade our world and bring about the end times. All these years, he's still searching for a way to stop this apocalypse.
What did you learn of Adria?
She wasn't from Tristram originally. She came here during the Troubles. She was in search of something, but I'm not sure what. She reminds me of Uncle Deckard, obsessed with the war between angels and demons.
The Skeleton King was once our beloved lord, Leoric. He was driven mad by Diablo's evil. He lost both of his sons and his very soul before he was finally defeated. Now it seems he's risen to plague this land once again.
I will find a way to lay him to rest.
The key to defeating him lies in his old crown. Seek out our blacksmith, Hadrig. He knows of its whereabouts.
Wait a minute.
Leah, you should not dismiss the signs so lightly. Do you not believe the evidence of your own eyes?
Horrors have visited Tristram before, and it endured.
But what of the texts? The Zakharum tomes warn of a falling star. The Herodric scroll spoke of the dead rising, and the Lord of Lies, the prophecy of the end days, says that at the end of all things, the first sign shall appear in the heavens.
Yes, you've been telling me about the text since I was 8 years old, Uncle. I just don't think we should read too much into them.
Okay, so, as I was about ready to say, I have to go find Leoric's crown, which is kind of strange considering I'm wearing it. Deckard, can't you see I'm wearing his crown?
I am the last of the Herodrim. I couldn't always claim this. In fact, if I had turned to the Herodric teachings sooner, Diablo could have been stopped before his reign of terror began.
That seems unlikely.
When the first signs appeared, I did nothing. I had shrugged the old tales off like they were so much fantasy. And Tristram, no, the world, has paid dearly for my arrogance. I have tried to make up for my failings. Leah and I have spent her lifetime scouring the world, collecting pieces of the prophecy of the end days. If I can decipher it, we will have the key to defeating the lords of hell.
I think what this is really a case of a difference between a quest item and a loot item. Let's see what else he has to say.
You and Leah depend on each other.
I do not know what my life would have been like had I not raised her. Oh, it must have been difficult for Leah, following an old man on a mad search for the secrets to defeating the lords of the burning hells. But though she has seen her share of mysterious things, she is still unsure of my quest. I can understand. She has never seen anything like Diablo and his brothers.
Come on.
The prophecy of the end days is contained within the Herodric tomes I inherited from my ancestor, Deckard Cain. It is a warning to those who could interpret it regarding Hell's ultimate invasion of our world, written by many different people throughout history, in many different lands. All known versions of the prophecy are incomplete. I have spent a good part of the past 20 years trying to complete it. I am certain it holds the answers to defeating the Lords of Hell.
Okay.
What happened to Tristram's king?
Leoric resisted Diablo's attempts to possess him, but the effort left him weak and confused. When his son Albrecht was kidnapped to be a vessel for Diablo, it destroyed any sanity Leoric had left.
And so he became the Skeleton King.
He commanded an army of the dead deep within the cathedral, finally serving the Lord of Terror he had resisted while alive. Many adventurers tried and failed to slay the Skeleton King. It was left to Leoric's eldest son, Aiden, to finally kill the monster his father had become.
Oh, so that was Aiden. Okay. Huh. Because I remember Adria talking about Aiden in her journal entry. Interesting. So could Aiden be Leia's father then, instead of the Dark Wanderer I had hypothesized before? Who can say? But there is one thing I do need to try out with other characters, and this will be done off camera, is whether or not the NPC's dialogue is the same for every single character, and they've just changed your character's dialogue to match it. I'll have to look into that later. And let's sell some loot.
I've dug out a right good bunch of things for you this fine day.
Well, you had a bunch of disappointment for me last time, so I'll hold my breath. Let's see what you have. Well, that's okay. That's not too bad. What do you have in for armor? No. I need a belt.
You're the one who saved Cain. You must help us.
Alright, let's see what else I can find around here. There's gotta be... I know there are other merchants around here I can buy stuff from.
I have some... Don't touch anything unless you're buying it. I like to keep my inventory clean.
Wow. Okay, armor rating 8. Not much better what I'm using. Not really worth the investment. Alright.
Leah spent all night alongside the blacksmith's wife, tending the wood.
Geldo, how sweet of you to ask. My people, the Vetchin, are nomads, always traveling, looking for the land we
You're
may
gypsies,
settle.
okay.
All of us have the sight, but few have it as strong as myself. You know, men have always pursued me for my visions. Well, for things other than my visions. But everyone wants to know what the future holds.
My duty is my future.
So serious. Just because you're fated to save the world doesn't mean you shouldn't have a good time.
I'll replace the property, really. Transmogrify, dye. I can dye things? Ooh. Let me look into this real fast. Ooh, that's kind of pricey. Cardinal, Infernal. Wow. No, this shit ain't cheap. I can train. Train the Mystic to learn new recipes and to enchant additional item types. For 1,000 gold? Next rank up, 5,000. Yeah, we're gonna hold off on that. We'll talk to you in a second.
Don't tell anyone.
Sure, I may do business with some unsavory types, but I pass the savings on to you.
I can't find anything better than rating armor 3. Are you kidding? Let's see. Plus 4 dex, 11 vitality regeneration. Man. Alright.
You are the blacksmith, aren't you? I have a request.
Not now. It's my wife. She's locked in the cellar like all those who've been bitten. I'm to put them all down. But how can I kill my own wife?
I know that voice.
Death is a path all must tread. Allow me to help.
Thank you. Follow me.
Wait, it can't be, could it? Give me one moment here. Holy crap, it is! That's Simon Templeman! Holy shit!
My friends, I'm sorry.
Do not apologize.
My love, forgive me.
Adric! Help me!
Ow!
Couldn't have done this without you. I'm in your debt. My name is Hedrig Aemon.
There is a way you could repay me. I seek the crown of King Leoric.
I can help you there. It's buried with his chancellor, my grandfather. You'll find his tomb in a cemetery in the Weeping Hollow. And if you see my fool apprentice out there, tell him to get back to town.
So, for those of you who don't know who Simon Templeman is, he's one of my favorite voice actors. The reason why? Cain, from the Legacy of Cain series. And he's done a lot of other games besides that. He played the voice of Loghain from the Dragon Age Origins, and he also did a voice of one of the other characters in that as well. He also played a voice of a Quarian Admiral in Mass Effects 2 and 3. He also played the voice of Dr. Doom in one of the Fantastic Four animated series that was on in the 90s.
That foe will die.
Wow, that corpse explosion is great for taking care of masses like that. That's such a great spell.
Power has grown.
Yes, come to me. Come to the pile of bodies so I can blow them all up.
The grave beckons.
Ah, that is so satisfying.
Smith's apprentice has fallen. Another disruption in the balance.
Ah, ankle biters. Alright, let's see what I picked up. A couple different kinds of bracers. Nothing really better when I'm wearing, so see no reason to change.
Do not fear the end.
Oh yeah, you can apparently chain kills to get experience bonuses. Kinda nice. Alright. Oh, new lore.
During the last days of King Leoric's reign, even the skeletons of the ancient dead could not rest. They took up their broken armor and weapons once more, ready to cut down anything that yet drew breath. Though wasted and fragile, these creatures possess a twisted cleverness that makes them quite formidable.
I'm just wondering if there's a spot I can find any of the lore that I've learned that I didn't get a chance to listen to when they popped up. I'm sure there is.
You fine corpse.
Oh yeah. This is a large area.
Do not fear the end.
29 killed that time. Nice. Man, how big is this area? Holy crap. Okay, that goes back to Tristram. What do we have here?
This will be a challenge.
Oh! And okay, now let's get you over here. Just hacking and slashing my way through. Alright, let's see what else I have. Ooh, yeah, let's wear that. Oh, finally the RNGs finally fell in my flavor. I got plenty of loot to sell back in town. Yeah. Oh, what do we have here? Trophy. Yeah, let's wear that. It's got better modifiers. And they just keep coming. Fine with me. I'll grind this experience meal all day long. I like the inclusion of physics that they threw in here. What do we have here? Didn't I clear this area already? No, oh, this is why.
My master would take pride in this.
Alright, have I unlocked anything new? Oh, Blighted Marrow. Increases... Oh, yeah, that might be interesting to use, but let's stick with my current loadout. Let's explore the Den of the Fallen.
To trace some carrion bats back to one of their nests. What I found shocked me. The nest itself is a living organism, a mature bat that has been mutated by the darkest of magic. I no longer doubt that demonic forces have corrupted these creatures.
Woohoo! Oh man, that corpse explosion is great to chain with. I really need to... I thought it was... My opinions of it were kind of underrated before, but they have definitely improved. Arcane dust. I need to spend some time to figure out how you craft in this game. You know, I'm picking up what I believe are crafting components, so I need to figure out what they're used for. They don't seem to be taking up slots in my inventory, so that's good. Level 2. Dead end. I kind of wonder what system they use to randomly generate these maps, because they've always seemed to use a tile-based system in the past. So I wonder what they're doing now, because this looks
I can bring that down.
This really doesn't look like it's made with tiles. Let's check out the chest. Ooh, yeah, the loot. Give me that loot. Yeah, I'll wear that. Actually, these are better. I'll keep the crown. It has better modifiers. Use that. Plus 8 to vitality. That might be worth switching over for. Yeah, I really have been taking a lot of damage. Stat change when equipped. 0.6% increase in damage. 6.5% increase in toughness, 15% in recovery. I'm glad it actually lists all of that information for you, so that way you can really make a informed decision. Yeah, I'll keep it what I have right now. Okay, that goes back up to the surface. Well, I'm glad that they included those, so you don't have to worry about backtracking anymore. Because I don't have access to town portals yet. Although you saw one in the town, I think that goes back to where you were in the cathedral. Let me explore a little bit more before I go in there. Rack up even more of that tasty XP. And when I find a waypoint, I'll go back to town and sell my loot. Dead villager. Your experience points, give them to me! I hunger for your XP. Actually, I did come up with a... oh, come on, really? You're interrupting me! And that's for your rudeness. More? Any more want to interrupt me? Come on! Come on! Okay. I came up with a theory to explain how necromancers gain more power. And essentially, instead of experience points, which is a in-game mechanic, I have it as that they absorb the latent energies from those that they kill. It follows the principle that energy cannot be destroyed, only its form is changed. So when you kill a living creature, in this case any creature containing energy, that energy is released, and the necromancer absorbs it and adds it to his own pool of power. Do these guys respawn? Huh. Alright, let's go in here. Cemetery of the Forsaken. Ah, waypoint. Good. Okay, let's sell my loot. I'll talk to you in a second. Actually, I think you can...
I found the body of your apprentice. It seems his end was quick.
Hope for the worst and you will not be disappointed. Thank you for the news.
Alright, let's see what you have. Oh,
I would like to hear more about your grandfather.
I really don't.
Not much to tell. I lived with my father in Chaldean at the time. We heard that my grandfather stayed in Tristram until the end, trying to save lives. Don't know if he succeeded. There it is. When the Skeleton King fell, my grandfather was dying from a sword wound. He had the crown sealed with him to keep it safe.
He made his choice then.
You know, I'm glad I looked that up because I'm definitely hearing it now at some points when he talks, but I've never heard him use that accent before. But I would have gotten it eventually. Alright. I guess I can't use them until I actually get the crown.
I've got some brand new goods you might be interested in.
Oh, what a coincidence. So do I. Oh yeah, I remember the big problem in Diablo 1 was that gold took up slots in your inventory, so you would always have to dump it out on the ground around you before you went off back down to the dungeons to get more loot. Yeah, it was kind of funny, and I also remember the infamous duping duping glitch you could do with what was that set of armor? Something's Valor. It was the special suit of armor you could find, and if I remember correctly, there was this trick you could do where if you were to pick it up at the same time you drop something, like a potion, it would not only put the item in your inventory, but also drop its duplicate, I think. I think it was eventually fixed. But that was a really good way to get money early on. Alright, anyway, back to shopping. I don't think I'm going to find anything better from these guys than what I already have. I don't want to talk to you. Actually, you know what? I'm going to end this recording here and make a new one and pick right back up. So, thank you for watching.